It is soup weather, that is for sure. Let's get right to it. There's a lot going on in this recipe, so hopefully that means a whole lot of flavor. It is cheeseburger soup we're doing today. So in the pot already, got this prepped earlier. It's got a whole pound of ground beef in there, but I also have some celery, carrots, and some onions. Say, Joe, celery and carrots don't go on a burger. You need your veggies, right? So that's already in there. I sauteed the veggies in butter for about 5 minutes to get them softened up a little bit. And I've got the ground beef in there as well. And now we got to add the other ingredients, right? So what we're gonna do here, and we have a whole lot of ingredients to talk about today, but first things first, let's go ahead and kind of get our base going, which is going to be chicken broth. And we're gonna do the entire thing of chicken broth here. This is 32 ounces. That's also 4 cups. Gonna put 4 cups of chicken broth in there. This will be more of the base there for your soup, which is the case when it comes to all kinds of soups. By the way, kind of a way to prevent splashing if you have a container like this. I know some people kind of turn it this way, it gets a little splashy. I found out if you actually turn it where the little spout is up, you don't have as much splashing going on. So we're gonna dump all 4 cups of that in there. And because we're talking beef, I have ground beef in there. I figured why not do a little bit of beef broth as well, but we're not gonna put the whole container of beef broth. I would say we'll do maybe about, that looks good, probably about a cup there of the beef broth. We'll seal that back up just to be safe in case I knock it over. Ingredient-wise, here we go. So first things first, got cheddar cheese here, and of course, it's cheeseburger soup, right? So I have about 2 cups here of cheddar cheese, and I actually used the cheddar cheese block and grated it myself. That's gonna work a whole lot better in this recipe because the other cheese that you buy that's already shredded for you, that's gonna have a starch on the outside of it that can make it all just kind of come together in just clumps and doesn't really melt very well. This is straight from the block cheddar cheese, so it's gonna do a really good job of melting. This is about 2 cups here. It's cheeseburger soup. It's gotta be cheesy, right? Other ingredients there in your cheeseburger soup, think of what do you put on your burger. So sometimes if you do your patties at home, you use garlic powder, right? So we'll sprinkle in there about a tablespoon of garlic powder. Are you a ketchup fan? Well, then put some ketchup there into that. How about, let's get that rinsed off there in the broth. That looks really good. And if you like mustard as well, well, guess what? There is your mustard. And if you want to go mustard powder, I think that'd work just fine, but why not throw a little bit of that mustard on in there? Do you like pickles on your burger? Well, we're not going to throw pickles in there, but we'll do a little bit there of some dill pickle juice. And stir it on up. We've already got our heat going here, and inside the pot, the cheese is already really starting to melt up. That's a good thing there. And don't be shy. If you want more cheese in there, add all that cheese you want. Now, when it comes to your burger, if you get it like a fast food restaurant or you do it at home, you probably want a side of French fries. We're not gonna throw French fries in here, but what we are gonna do is throw in some diced potatoes here. Now, for timing purposes, I did go with the kind that's already in the can waiting for you to use, but I would suggest a Yukon Gold potato cut up into small bite sizes and let that sit here and cook for a while until it gets softened up. I know when I make burgers or turkey burgers, I also have some Worcestershire. I love the Lee & Perrins brand of Worcestershire. We'll give that a couple of shakes there, and we're gonna put in some Worcestershire sauce, again, just to give it that another level of flavor. What I'd like to do next here, as we continue to stir, is I kind of want to make this more of a creamy cheeseburger soup, and you can make soups creamy very, very easily. All you have to do is add in some heavy cream with this, or if you want to go the lighter side, half and half, I say go with the heavy cream. That is where your flavor is. So we're gonna add just a little bit of that heavy cream in there, and we're not boiling or anything just yet, so that's great news. We're not gonna have to worry about it curdling or anything like that. Continue to stir and stir and stir, and really that is all you have to do, is let it kind of simmer for a while. Now, another thing here is bacon. I love bacon, and if you want to do bacon with this, what you can do before that is fry up your bacon, maybe inside the pot you're already using, and cut it into strips about that big so it cooks more evenly. You can take those back out, but leave that bacon grease in there, and that's also what you can simmer your or saute rather, your vegetables with, your carrots and your celery and your onion, and then you kind of keep that bacon flavor going inside. At the very end, what you can do, one of two things: use more cheese to thicken it up, or some flour, but for my purpose here, I've got just a little bit of cornstarch here. So what I'm gonna do is bring this up to a boil, and we're gonna plate it up. I've got the bacon bits over there, and I have a little bit of green onion as well. We're gonna put that on top. I'll throw in a little bit of salt and pepper too, and we're gonna serve this up to Ron. Cheeseburger soup. It does take a little while to make, but oh, the level of flavor you're gonna have in this soup when you make it with so much in there is gonna make it absolutely delicious. Ron tries it coming up here in a couple minutes.